Hey there Capricorn, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of May 8th to the 14th. Let's jump straight on in, Cappy, and see what is on the cards for you. And your message starts with the Knight of Wands. Now, this is a Sagittarian energy for me. You might be dealing with a Saggy, but this is about a new energy coming into your life. Now, sometimes with this energy, it can come via a person, okay? And it can come in hot and fast. And they're offering you the Ace of Wands. So it's a general reading that will be different for all of you. It can be a message of passion. It could be the offer of work that has great potential. It's an offer that can lead to growth, okay? It can also be a card of moving forward quickly, like really ready to move on to the new frontier, maybe to uncharted territory, okay? Building on that, Capricorn. Oh, I've got Judgment. Wow, I mean, this is my card of the judgment call, and you might be needing to make a judgment call on this new opportunity and whether to move forward with it. I feel that you're ready, and I say that, Capricorn, because this card usually comes up when you're getting very close to the end of a previous cycle or the one that you're in now. And usually it's kind of gotten to the point where it's not really giving you that growth, or it's keeping you a little bit constricted and small. So this Knight of Wands energy will seem very expansive, very exciting for you. Now, your judgment call here is, are you going around for another cycle where you are, Capricorn, or are you ending it? The next card on is the World, the very last major arcana. So I feel like it's almost time, okay? So Spirit's trying to get your attention. If you've been seeing signs, if you've been getting maybe 1111 or another repeated angel number, then yeah, that's generally, you know, an awakening code to have the awareness to make a good decision for yourself and maybe be the Emperor. Aries energy, and this is associated by like taking control of this situation, stepping up and making some calculated moves. Now, calculated moves in your life are not usually the easy moves. They're the moves that you make to strategically step and position yourself so that you can end up where you want to be in life, okay? It's like the game of chess, so you can get to that checkmate. I am now able to buy that house, or I'm now in a leadership position in my career, or now I'm in a relationship that I can, you know, build a family with. So you need to make that strategic move, and of course that might also mean that you're needing to make a hard or harsh judgment call here on somebody else's part. So Emperor is about building your empire. It's about laying that foundation. It's Aries energy, so it's very bold, and it's asking you to take a bit of a leap of faith here. Okay, Cappy, well, I'm going to get the cards out, the 9-card block. If you'd like a personal reading or healing, first link down below will pop you over to my website to check out what I offer. Grab my free Learn Tarot quick guide if you'd like to get started interpreting the cards for yourself. And what else? Yeah, my paid offering is the Initiation, my immersive online course where I teach a full foundation in tarot, as well as my signature professional process for reading the cards, delivering a reading that resonates. And join me on Instagram. I'm doing daily readings over there, and I am pulling cards for followers from time to time. Just be there and checking my story. I've got the shout out at the moment, so you might get chosen if you head across. Let's get these cards out, Capricorn. I will see you in just a moment. Okay, well Capricorn, these are your cards. Guess who showed up at the bottom of the deck again? This is the Knight of Wands, okay? So it feels like at the end of your reading, it's like you are moving forward. Okay, so I just wanted to draw your attention to the Hierophant coming through here. This is my Taurus card in the Major Arcana, and we are well into Taurus season right now. Now, Taurus season asks you to really reevaluate the big commitments, the towers in your life, because this situation involves one of them, okay? It could be in work, career, it could be to do with, you know, your big financial position here, your relationship, your location. And the Hierophant is really asking you to assess, is your current situation really in line with your core values and you know, with the goals that you're wanting to move towards in the future. 3 or more core values is what you need in a situation for it to really line up. In work career, that might look like, well, I've got work-life balance here. I've also got, you know, a great sort of social vibe in my office and or my workplace. And I also have got the pay rise and progression I want, okay? And of course, in relationship, that will look different. So the Hierophant says that maybe you have changed, you've grown and evolved, which is what you're supposed to be doing anyway. So that's good, celebrating you. But sometimes things that we've chosen from a former version of ourselves, Capricorn, don't fit anymore, right? They're outmoded. Sometimes we make choices and enter into careers or relationships because, you know, we've been conditioned a certain way by society, or because, you know, it'll look good to our families, or, you know, you get the picture. So the Hierophant says you're at a critical turning point in one of your big towers. Okay, now Page of Cups is here, and it could be that someone or something else, this opportunity has showed up or will show up unexpectedly. Okay, this is an expect the unexpected, like surprise energy, like a fish out of a cup. Now, it might seem unexpected, but Capricorn, you've been calling this in subconsciously, or your soul has been sort of yearning for this, whether you've been aware of it or not. Remember, judgment, Spirit has heard you and decided it's time to send you a catalyst for change in the form of a Page of Cups. Now, it's going to seem exciting, it's going to seem new, because this is in a new direction. It could be someone who, if it's in a relationship, somebody who lives quite a different life, maybe, you know, more nomadic, or, you know, they could be younger than you. That's very playful energy. In work career, this could be something creative, a startup company, something that's less traditional, right? The Hierophant wants us to challenge tradition. So that it's showed up, or maybe is on its way to you. And I just feel that you're going to have a very tough decision to make here. The Moon and the Two of Swords. So I've got Cancer, Pisces with the Moon. I have Gemini with the Knight of Swords. I have Aquarius with the King of Swords. Virgo with the Knight of Pentacles. Aries with the Emperor. I got Sagittarius with the King of Wands. And I got Taurus with the Hierophant. You may be dealing with one of those signs. I think that you are the one that's going to be keeping this secret while you're in the decision-making mode, I'll have to say, with the Moon. It feels like the full path ahead hasn't quite revealed yet, but it will once you make that decision. Okay, there's some planning or preparation that needs to take place for you to move towards this. So the Moon really asks you to dig really deep into you know, your own subconscious here, and what you're truly wanting, what's in alignment with your core values. You know, deal with any sort of anxieties or fears that might come through. But ultimately, you know, a decision needs to be made here. And you're at the crossroads. And I think if you're honest with yourself, Capricorn, where you are feels like a bit of a stalemate. Now, it could be that logically, on paper, it makes more sense for you to stay where you are, because the Hierophant is a very stable energy, and it could also, like, there might be financial implications here. But what I'm feeling is lacking is the cups. Like, the only cup I have in this reading is the one that the Page of Cups, the one of the new, is bringing you. So there's always a cost and payoff, and really you're being asked to feel into this, not just use logic, but intuit through this and feel into it. Is it going to make you happy in the future? And you need to make your decision from that place there, is what I'm feeling. I also get the sense with that Knight of Swords that the reason why you're keeping quiet on this at the moment is because I think somebody won't be very happy about it. This could be a lot of pushback from somebody. This could be a lot of sharp words. I just feel like somebody's going to want to bring you backwards into the picture. But this is also kind of a cool detachment energy, and I think it's indicative of the personal organization that you have in the current, and why this Knight of Wands energy feels so warm and open and exuberant and attractive, because you've been dealing with kind of a harsh energy here, one that is quite cutting. So I think that there's an opportunity here. I think it's going to go solid or stable fairly quickly, Capricorn. But there also feels like there's some, as we say here, some hoops to jump through before you can really move ahead. You're going to want to move ahead quickly. The Knight of Pentacles says you need to be patient. There's some planning or some preparation that needs to happen. Now, there could be, you know, if this is the end of a relationship, housing, there could be monetary aspects, you know, it could be a timing issue with finishing a contract if you are the emperor in a workplace, right? So there's timing involved, there's planning, and you're being asked to be patient. You might even need to be patient before this kind of formalizes and becomes solid. Like you have a contract to sign, whoops, you have a contract to sign, or you have a, you know, more formal agreement or commitment here, because maybe you won't leap until you have that. But it feels like some kind of golden opportunity, Capricorn, that, you know, ultimately is meant for you. I think you'll have to navigate through some of the mental overwhelm, especially if you're in a position where you haven't communicated to who or what you are involved with now, and you have to keep a secret, the moon. This can feel quite overwhelming, so just be mindful of that. For some of you, you might perceive that you can't move towards this, but Spirit wants you to know, if you feel like that, that is just really in the mind, right? It's the entrapment of the mind. There's always a way out, but we need to see things from different perspectives. Yes, we might need to split assets. Yes, we might need to end a contract that we gave our word to, but sometimes these are the divine life tests, right? But, you know, and there's also these opportunities that come in that are too good to miss. So the King of Swords would take a step back and see the big picture, would really take an eagle-eye perspective and mitigate the costs and payoffs here. The King of Swords, I'll have to say, is a decision-making energy. And again, it's strategic. So it's looking at where you're headed, and it's looking at the energy of what you have now and allowing that hindsight to be your foresight. That's what I always say with this card, meaning if you stay where you are, you will probably get more of that energy. Now, if that's what you're wanting for your life, then that's fine. Like you can choose either way. But if you're not happy with what you've got here, and I think it's feeling somewhat cool or harsh or abrasive, and the Knight of Wands is this opportunity that's really pulling you in and giving you energy, then there needs to be a different choice, and that's what can transform your reality. That's why the King has little butterflies on the throne. It stands for a transformation that can happen through strategic thinking turned into action. I think I've done all the cards. Yeah, I thought there was another one, but that's the crux of the message. So some kind of unexpected opportunity is really going to ask you to make a big decision. All right, well, let's draw an oracle card. Let's draw an oracle from the Moonology deck. And I have Work Through Your Fears, and it's new moon in Scorpio, so a fiery climax approaches. I've got the Aries card under there. So it's saying to you that this is a new beginning, but some fears, the moon, some fears, maybe some worries, paranoias, anxieties are going to come up. Now, this here also with the Scorpio energy is linked to the Death card. So it's about knowing when to release and when situations have had their maximum growth, had their seasons, had their cycles, and it is time to move on to the new, time to plant new seeds, time to, you know, put, reach out to new networks, to get growth in different areas. Like the Knight of Pentacles is this kind of slow and steady wins the race, but realizes that if you want to shift and you want to change, you need to take the action, be patient, grow new seeds, and surely they will deliver in your next spiritual season. But you're at the judgment point, and there will be some fears to work through. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope that was helpful. Hope it gave you some clarity, guidance and insight. I am of course cheering you on and wishing you so much love and magic. Do take care. Bye for now.